this is Charmaine Ironside, Love Your Way Light Transformation Coach. And in this quick video, I just want to share a technique for getting out of a downward spiral. So have you ever maybe eaten something and you just knew that it wasn't great for you, you knew it wasn't serving you, but you did it anyway? Because if you're putting your hand up and nodding, then you're not alone. I have too, many hundreds of times. And so what I really want to share with you is what the diet industry doesn't teach us. And so yes, it's really easy to know what's best for us. Would you agree? Like, there's a million diet plans, there's a million people out there saying this is how you lose weight, this is what you have to eat, this and that. And so for a lot of us, we know what's best for us and often find ourselves making other choices. And if you're going, yeah, that's me, I do that a lot, you're totally not alone. Everybody does it to different extents. And so I want to share 2 nights ago, I had a really big day, really emotional day. I was grieving the loss of my mom, who she actually died quite a few years ago, but it's getting closer to the anniversary of her death. And I went to her old house and I was just really missing her on that day. I was especially missing her because I know my daughter Kennedy, who's almost 3, would have loved her, and they would have loved to hang out together, and it would have been so helpful for me too, in a selfish way a bit. Like, I would have loved to have her around to help out, and all these emotions were going, frustration, anger, sadness. So that was part of it, and just a really full day. And so that night I bought a cream soda, which, like, okay, I don't drink cream soda every day, let's be honest, but I just was like, I need something sweet, I need some carbs. Had the cream soda, didn't totally enjoy it because I knew my body wasn't gonna love it, and then I had a glass of wine. And so neither of those things are bad, and you'll learn if you work with me or if you watch my videos, I don't label foods as bad or good. I label foods as, this food makes me feel amazing and thrive and have energy and leads me to get my goals, and then this food makes me feel lethargic, unwell, doesn't align with my goals. So there's no totally off limits foods, because another thing is the quantity matters too, how much you eat of it. So that's one thing. But what the point of it is, if I was just like having a good day, I felt like a cream soda, had it, enjoyed it, and was done with it, that would be one thing. However, my mind was saying, don't have it, it's not healthy, you don't need it, you're just sad and emotional, what do you really need? But instead of giving myself what I really needed, which was like probably a hug and maybe like a little walk and maybe writing in my journal, I just had the cream soda. So what I want to share with you today is, I could talk for days about what I could have done different. Lots of things. I could have got a better sleep the night before, because when you're underslept, you crave sugar more. That's proven scientifically. I could have, talked to someone about my emotions, so I could have got them up and out, so I was less likely to stuff them down with food and alcohol. I could have journaled, all these things. And I actually did some of it. I cried in my car, I made a video about my emotions, like I did some things, and I could have done more. And that's a topic for another day. It's come a long way, baby, because 4 or 5 years ago, I was wearing an extra 50 pounds on my body in terms of fat, because every time I was sad or angry or lonely or tired, I would eat or drink in excess. So yesterday or 2 days ago, it was 1 can of cream soda poured over ice and then 1 glass of wine. Whereas 4 years ago, in the similar situation, it probably would have been a huge piece of cake, a bottle of wine, and list could go on. But what's different now? What's really different? One is that I'm getting better. I'm in the process of getting better at feeling my feelings, expressing them. But the other thing that I really want you to take away from this video is, after I drank the cream soda and drank the wine, I sat there and I realized what I was doing. I had awareness. So awareness of what you're doing is the first agent of change. And if you're aware and then you beat yourself up and go, oh my God, I can't believe you did it again, and you're such a loser and you're never gonna get this right, and you're disgusting and you have no willpower, and you beat yourself up, which I've heard that go in my head many times, maybe you can relate, that keeps us stuck. So that's what I really wanna share with you is, after you do something, because we're all going to do it. I know I'm going to do that again one day. I know I'm going to have a similar situation. Maybe it'll be further and further in between and it won't be as excessive, but there's going to be days days where I do things that don't serve me. And there's going to be days where you do things that don't serve your best self. And so the secret that I want you to know and walk away from on this video is, if you trade that mean, self-critical, judging persona in for a more curious, gentle, loving persona, you will achieve your goals for your body 1,000 times faster. And so I'll share a quick study with you. There was actually a study done on people that were adopting a new way of eating, a healthier way of eating. And half of the study, whenever they messed up, which we always will, let me just say that again, we always will. There's always going to be a time we make a choice that's not the best. We eat a donut, we have something that doesn't serve us, we skip a workout, we, whatever, we don't get to bed on time. There's always going to be times when we make choices. Maybe it's situational, whatever the reason. So the people in the study that were like super hard on themselves and were like frustrated and like beat themselves up and criticized themselves when they made a mistake, they were very different in terms of their success from the people who, when they made a mistake or a misstep, said to themselves, okay, it's okay, let's move forward. What can we learn from this? How can we grow from this? Be curious, why did this happen? So they traded their judgment and criticism in for a compassionate curiosity where they're just like, why did this happen? How can I make it different? How can I do better next time? So it was a very positive outlook. They were taking something that was a mistake or a misstep and making it into an opportunity to learn. And guess who was more successful? The beat up people or the curious, friendly, gentle people? 80% more successful in overall sustainable weight loss, weight release, body transformation. 80% more success when they were kind with themselves and gentle and curious. So what does that mean for you? And what does that mean for me? That means when we, which we will sometimes, when we make a misstep, when we make a choice that doesn't serve us, when we drink a can of cream soda and a glass of wine because we're not feeling happy with ourselves, with our lives, we trade our judgment of that because we know it's not great for us. We trade it in for curiosity. Why did I do that? How can I do different next time? I'm still worthy of love. Give ourselves a big hug, whatever that looks like for you. I want you to try it, okay? Because this is a game changer. This is absolutely a key that I've used to help me and hundreds of my clients come out of the weight challenge, the yo-yo, all that stuff. One of the biggest reasons people don't make progress is because they stay in the beat up cycle, because none of us is perfect. None of us is going to get this perfectly right. I promise you that. None of us are. And so the people that trade in the need to be perfect for just an embracing progress and being kind to ourselves on the journey, those are the people that make the most progress. So today, I encourage you, trade your judgment of yourself when you make a mistake in for curiosity, for gentleness, for kindness, for making an action plan. Use that energy that you used to spend on beating yourself up and spend it on figuring out how to move forward. And you will be 1,000 times more successful on your journey. I promise you that. And if you need any guidance with that, I'm here for you. This is what I do. This is the coaching I do. And I want to be totally transparent. I'm wrestling with the same stuff. I've just come a long way with this. And so because I'm still wrestling, I get it. I get you. I get what you're going through, and I can really, really help you. So if you're interested in working with me, just shoot me an email, Charmaine at Love Your Way Light. I can give you a little bit more information. Make sure to follow me here on YouTube, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Have a great day.